I just, wow, I feel
It's gonna be worse after the next season. Then you have to wait a whole year.
I just need some hurricane.
Yeah, you better drink. Okay,
That was a hurricane.
so we have a whole bunch of things to talk about. Yes.
Tom, do you want to watch Tom and fly off the frickin' building?
Okay, so
This is insane.
the things we needed to talk about, what were they? I can say what I wanted to say to you about Littlefinger. Littlefinger was at the Vale with Ned's older brother and Ned.
Oh, where's
Hear
this
that
two?
one.
He was there with Catelyn and Catelyn's sister. He was there at the tourney of Harrenhal. And when Sansa said yes, he loved her, and then he kidnapped her and raped her. And what was that look that Littlefinger gave? Littlefinger had a look on his face.
Yeah, he
Kind of
did.
a knowing look.
Yeah.
He knows the truth.
Like, that's the story you've heard.
That's the
Right.
story you've heard.
Yeah.
There's a theory out there, which is not proven, but it's a book theory, it's a fan theory. Littlefinger may have kicked off all of this bullshit. He may have lied about Rhaegar kidnapping Lyanna to start this whole fucking war. Because he wanted revenge on Brandon Stark and the Stark family for belittling him, and because he almost died in the duel with Brandon over Catelyn. So he started to learn that his words had power, and that he could spread rumors that would have circumstances. So he may have spread the lies about Lyanna in order to start the whole fucking thing. But we don't know yet. That's just a theory. He could be behind everything.
Everything.
That's a theory.
We need to talk about Arya.
Okay, Arya. The thing with Arya, there were a lot of people who had a theory about Arya and the waif. That Arya, and this was eventually disproved, that Arya witnessed her father being murdered, was there when her brother and mother were murdered.
Yes.
Didn't see it, but
It
was there.
out. Yeah.
And that young people who go through something like that go through a lot of psychological issues. And that she might have actually had kind of a Fight Club thing going on, where the waif and her
Interesting.
were
That's an interesting theory.
split personalities. So she was fighting the split personality within herself.
That's very interesting.
And so a lot of people were like, "This is it. This is the real thing." And
Yeah.
then no, that's that the showrunners kind of went, "No, that's a great theory, but that's not what we're doing." Now,
That's pretty funny.
there's another theory. Clegane Bowl is this long-running theory that Sandor Clegane was going to fight the Mountain, like the Faith Militant was going to say, "This is our champion." And they were going to pull him away from the Sept. The idea was, all the book readers were like, yeah, it's going to happen. The Hound is going to fight the Mountain, and it's going to be all over the Faith Militant, and blah, 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 blah. And then they said, trial by combat is abolished. So that went away. That look at the end with Jaime, I mean, he killed the Mad King over the same thing that Cersei just did.
That she just did.
She's become the nightmare he tried to avoid.
Yeah.
So where is Jaime going to go?
That was a great look.
What?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I really love Jaime as well. I love his character. I think he's kind of a stud.
Oh yeah.
Not just like his like the way he is studly, I guess. But it is hard for me to love him, be so on board with him when he's so much of his character is because he loves Cersei so much. So for him to, I guess, get off the Cersei bandwagon would make me like him a lot more. I just can't. This is crazy. This show is crazy. Was all of that spoiled for you? All of it?
Yes. I knew that John was most likely
That's
a
why I don't think I
Targaryen.
like this season, because not only he figured it all out and he told everything to me.
Oh.
So the season
Why
was
didn't you
boring.
like this season?
It was the first. I mean, it was one of the first seasons I had to watch like once a
You're
week.
cray. That was a good season.
You've never had to wait a week for an episode. I mean,
Just
like
saying.
every episode of a season. That's hard. And so, like, especially with certain plot lines, you're just like, okay, great, Daenerys, good speech, cool. Or Arya, just like constantly, just like nothing
What Arya's
happening.
plotline was the best this season?
Well, when something
See, a lot of
happened.
people think the opposite.
I
How
loved.
long did it take her to
Isn't it
do
like
anything?
So let's talk about the
Let's start
Let's
with-
talk about her visions in the House of the Undying in the second season. Do you remember what happened?
I remember her killing that guy and him being skinny and gross.
Right, skinny and gross, and the dragons burned him.
Yes.
But she walked in and she walked around and she saw a bunch of things. She walked into the throne room at King's Landing and it was full of snow.
Yes. Oh yes.
Snow.
Uh-huh.
That which could be Jon Snow. It could be just winter arriving. And the roof was burned off or had collapsed. She was about to touch the throne and she heard the cry of her dragons, and then she didn't touch the throne. She walked away and then she saw the wall.
I forgot about that.
She tried to, a lot of people theorize that that's her like almost getting to King's Landing and then going, no, I have to do something else. What could that thing be? And so will she ever go to King's Landing? Will she ever make it there? Euron's out building 1,000 ships. And now that Cersei is the queen and Tommen is not king, will Euron go straight to Cersei and say, marry me? I have 1,000 ships. And will he destroy Daenerys' fleet? We don't know. So will Euron be the big bad guy in the next season?
She has to make it to Westeros. That'd be terrible if she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
She goes back to Moraine. Oh, never mind.
I'm avoiding spoilers left and right. You gotta be careful. They're all over the internet. Like, apparently
Real
the
ones?
whole season has been spoiled.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Remember I told you the entirety of season 6 was spoiled for me because one guy knew everything. And I listened to his whole video like an idiot. I saw a video that spoiled the whole thing about Jon Snow becoming king. Like, he knew everything. The fact that Lyanna Mormont was gonna shame everybody and say, he's my fucking king, I don't care if he's a bastard, all that shit. He knew it down to the lines. He knew it.
How did he know?
That little girl. Ooh,
There's so many extras on these things, they spoil shit. They spread shit around.
I love this TV show when it's over.
It's not over. There's 2 more seasons.
We can't watch it till July. Is that when it comes out?
June.
That's
Late
June.
Late June.
Imagine waiting a year.
Hannah is so depressed.
Like 6
I'm
times.
really depressed.
Hannah, your face when you heard that baby cry. I just want to play that back for everybody.
Yeah, can we?
I was shocked. I was shocked.
Oh my god.
And then morphing his face into Jon Snow's face, like all the Fall style on me. If you've seen that movie, The Fall. I was like,
I don't.
So, one last thing. You remember this moment when you said, oh God bless, is that the king? He doesn't look like a king.
oh yeah, I did say that. He doesn't though.
Pay very close attention to everyone Robert touches.
Okay.
This is known as the curse of Robert Baratheon.
Grace. You've got fat.
Look how young everyone is.
They're all so young.
So have you. Ned's gonna die.
He's first.
I've never heard
Oh,
this.
Catelyn's gonna die.
Oh. Rickon?
Yeah, Rickon, you're gonna die.
9 years. Why haven't I seen you? Where the hell have you been? Guarding
Look
the
at John.
Grace.
Yeah.
Winterfell is yours.
Oh God, seriously.
Let's
Will you shut up?
You'll have her here.
It's crazy that they're so close in age,
Rob will die.
yet so far apart in age.
You're a pretty one.
I won't touch you
Look how little Arya is.
or you.
Oh. Shows your muscles. You'll be a soldier.
So cute.
Everyone he touched died.
Died.
What about? Oh yeah, no.
Shut up.
Can you touch Cersei real quick? Tyrion's
See-
still my fave, and I wanted to cry when he got his little pin. And I
Just
did.
a little bit.
That was really cute.
That was really cute.
I forgot a lot of what
I'm
were
really
these
digging
last couple
Jamie right
episodes.
now.
Jon's Targaryen.
He's a target.
Which could cause problems
Yeah.
when he finds out the truth. If he finds out the
Do you
truth.
think he will?
No.
I
You
don't
haven't
know.
had anything spoiled for you, right?
I haven't.
You've been steering
His
clear.
brother knows. Littlefinger may know.
He'd never admit
His
it.
Mira's father would probably know.
I think Varys knows.
Varys, I mean, he's got little birds, so who knows?
Wow. This show, I can't handle it. This is insane. I get the hype. I get it. I understand why people are super into the Game of Thrones.
You've got
Dude, I don't
March, April, May, 4 months.
Freaking long
You got
time.
4 months to wait.